Hello there, Star Wars fans. Today I want to take you through part of a comic run, Anakin and Obi-Wan, where Anakin, as about a 12-year-old boy, wants to leave the Jedi Order after learning something from Chancellor Palpatine. The two, Anakin and Palpatine, go on a mission, or they just go explore together. Then Anakin talks to Obi-Wan about it and why he wants to leave the Order. And eventually, Obi-Wan, too, says that if Anakin's leaving, he has to leave as well. So, we're going to go down that story. Let me know, do you like when I cover comics like this? I do plan to do it more often down the road with more sound effects, more music, stuff like that, but just for right now, keeping it base and just keeping it to this just to see, it's a bit of a test run. How do people like it? We'll see. Please do leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And thank you all for listening. Let's get into it. So, at Coruscant, the Jedi Temple, Anakin was completing a mission and just couldn't quite do it, saying to Obi-Wan, "I will stay here. I'll stay as long as it takes." Obi-Wan, "I know you would, Anakin. You are incredibly dedicated, but you will master this skill another day. Right now, you have an appointment, and I think it would be inadvisable for you to arrive late." "An appointment? Who wants to see me?" Anakin asked. "Ah, young Skywalker," Chancellor Palpatine said. "A true pleasure indeed. Thank you for finding time to come see me. I know how demanding your Jedi training can be." Of course, Chancellor Palpatine. Anakin is making exceptional progress, Chancellor. He will make an excellent Jedi one day. "Oh, I have no doubt of that whatsoever," said Palpatine. Was there something in particular you wanted us to do? Some mission?" Obi-Wan asked. "Not exactly, Master Kenobi. I have an errand to run of sorts, and I thought Anakin might accompany me." Obi-Wan replied, "Anakin is advanced for his age, Chancellor, but he still has much to learn. Perhaps I could join you instead? I have a real sense the Jedi are responsible for your safety, and—" "Nonsense. I am very capable of handling myself, and in any case, there will be no danger. Don't worry. I'll have him back at the Jedi Temple safe and sound. I do realize he needs to study. As you said, Master Kenobi, he still has much to learn." Down in the lower levels of Coruscant now, Anakin and Palpatine go exploring together. "Why are we here, Chancellor? I've always heard it isn't safe this far down." "Ah, you have heard. But have you ever been this far down, Anakin?" "No, I would if I could. I like to explore, to see new places. But Padawans aren't allowed of the temple, at least not unsupervised very often." "Of course. Well, I visit the lower levels all the time. I feel that it is my duty. As rare as it is for Padawans to come down here, I believe it is even more unusual for one of these people to make it to the surface. Do you know the rarest resource on Coruscant, my boy?" I'm not sure." "The sky. Down here, the sun is a myth. My predecessor, the hapless Valorum, was happy to pretend these depths did not exist. But I cannot. It is the darkness that most requires the light. When my duties permit, I come to places like this. I disguise myself, just as we have done today, and then anonymously, I try to do some good." Now back in the club, they enter a club together. "Keep your hood up, Anakin. It would not do for either of us to be recognized in this place." Of course, sir. "Thank you for taking the time to accompany me today, Anakin. I know your Jedi training keeps you very busy. And I must say, in some ways I envy you Padawans, training in the temple as you do. Your entire life decided forever at such a young age. It must simplify things. You have no troubling choices to make. Not like me. My entire life is difficult choices." Anakin replied, "Yes, it's the best thing that ever happened to me." The Chancellor said, "Just look at this place. Anything can be procured here. Anything. Lives are bought and sold in the club every single day. It's revolting." "Oh, I am so sorry. I should never have mentioned. That is to say, I know where you come from, Anakin, and I hope I did not raise any old wounds by mentioning slavery." It's fine, Chancellor. I don't even think about it that much anymore." "Now, you and I both know that isn't true." "I don't understand. If this place is so awful, why doesn't the Senate do something about it?" Anakin asked. "The bureaucrats. Please, my young friend, this place is full of senators. Calandris, senator of the Scintilla system, powerful, reprehensible, treats the Senate as his personal bank. He makes withdrawals from every planet within its influence, trading favors for credits. I know that it happens. Many do, but he is so careful. Only small amounts in each transaction. Difficult to prove. But worst of all, it works. He is one of the most influential members of the Senate. And that influence, it's for sale. I wish the chance cubes would just turn against him. Calandros is an addict, a slave to his impulses. He would keep rolling in an effort to make up his losses. And if his losses were large enough, his greed would end him. He would seek ever larger bribes. It would leave a trail. My agents would finally be able to prove his corruption. We could remove him, return justice to the Senate. But alas, I fear that is just a fantasy. Come on now, show me something. I'm sorry, Senator. This just wasn't your role. No. Palpatine cackled in the corner, laughing at him. What exactly do you think is so funny? The Senator just asked you a question. Anakin reached for his lightsaber, and the Chancellor replied, No, Anakin, not here. My son told me a joke, and I laughed. Nothing more. Now, if you will release me, we are done here. Actually, we were just about to leave. See that you do. On the outside now, Palpatine and Anakin leaving the club. May I ask you a question, Anakin? Of course, Chancellor. Anything. Your Jedi abilities allows you to move objects through the Force, do they not? Yes, actually. I'm very good at it, better than any of the other Padawans my age, and most of the older ones too. Could these abilities be used to move, perhaps, a chance cube? The Chancellor and Anakin exchanged grins, knowing what was next. Now back in Palpatine's office, Anakin exclaimed, That was amazing, Chancellor Palpatine. That corrupt senator. Now you'll be able to take him down. I will try, but Calandros is only one viper among many. An open attempt to remove him from office could be dangerous for me. Truthfully, I should never have involved you in a Senate matter. It was entirely inappropriate, But you have the Jedi, Anakin said. You can order them to do it for you. Anakin, the Jedi are not mine. They are under senatorial authority. Asking them to arrest a senator, well, it would be a serious matter. If they were required to obey my commands in such a way, it would make me no more than a dictator. That is not my wish. Then if you can't, and the Jedi can't, who can? That, my boy, is the question that keeps me awake at nights. Just please do an old man a favor and don't mention any of this to your Jedi masters. I am not sure they would approve. No, I guess they probably wouldn't. Anakin, it's not my place, but can I ask you if you are happy at the temple? I feel that I owe you, Anakin. You performed a tremendous service to me when my home planet was under attack. I want to know that there is always a place for you, with me, once your training is complete, of course. I could make extraordinary use of a young man like yourself. At the Jedi Temple later, Obi-Wan walked up to Anakin, who was returning from his mission. Anakin gave him grave news that he wanted to leave the Jedi Order. Obi-Wan replied now, You wish to step away from your training? Anakin, you must understand this is an extremely serious decision. You cannot make it lightly, and at your age, it is even more significant. The consequences. I understand, Master. I know about significant decisions. Do you know how I joined the Order? I've never forgotten. My mother asked Qui-Gon if he would take me away, if I would become a Jedi. He said yes. And that was all. My entire life decided right then. I was 9 years old. Qui-Gon said Jedi training was difficult, that it would be a hard life. And I saw a magic man with a sword made out of light and a starship. I was a slave on a world made of dust. What was I going to say? No? I know my training isn't complete. I have more to learn, and I know I could learn some of it from you and from other Jedi. But not all of it. I can feel the galaxy calling to me, Master. I need to answer it. I don't want to wait. This doesn't have to be forever. I can always come back. Anakin, Obi-Wan replied. Very well. Now at the Jedi Temple, Obi-Wan went to meet with Yoda to discuss this. To leave the Order, does Anakin wish? Possibly, Master Yoda. He believes that his path lies elsewhere. He wishes to leave his training behind, at least for now. He says he will return, but I don't know where I've failed. I have done my best to teach him. He belongs here. He's not ready. He's too young.
As are you, Obi-Wan. As are you. Your fault it is not. A child Anakin remains. His path before coming to us, difficult. His questions, natural. A call for Jedi aid we have received. With young Skywalker you will go. Investigate you shall. If after your return Anakin still wishes to leave us, then released he shall be. Jailers the Jedi are not. And if away he goes, your vow to Qui-Gon Jinn, break it you will?
No. I will complete his training in the Force, whether he is here or not. The currents that swirl around him, you've seen them. Qui-Gon saw them too. That's why he asked for my vow. Anakin must be guided. If the dark side finds him...
Disagree, I do not. But allow this, the Council will not. For the Jedi Order, only Jedi training is. Understand, do you, Anakin's departure, its consequences?
Of course, Master Yoda. If Anakin leaves the Order, then I must leave it as well. And that Anakin and Obi-Wan went on a battle together. They went and helped save a planet that needed Jedi aid. And in the end, the Jedi came to rescue a planet in need. Cease all hostilities. Repeat, all hostilities must cease immediately.
What are they? Skygriff, they're Skygriff.
Anakin and Obi-Wan sat atop a perch watching the Jedi come to aid these citizens. How did you get the fleet to come here? I thought the Republic didn't care about places like this, said Anakin. I told them we had discovered that the unusual atmosphere on this planet had high concentrations of Tabana gas. They're here to secure it. Is that true? I have no idea, Anakin. That's not the point. The point was to get them here. The people of this world may find a place to their liking. It's a chance, anyway. It will be some time before the Republic completes its survey, and during that time, they will not allow the Republic to start fighting again. Perhaps they will choose to help themselves. But they just believed you? Anakin asked. Yes, the Republic did not come here because of Obi-Wan Kenobi. They are here because a Jedi called. Being a Jedi is not just about power, or lightsabers, or even skill with the Force. It is about connection, Anakin, being part of something bigger. I am stronger as part of the Jedi Order than I ever could be alone. The road lies before you, Anakin Skywalker. Will you walk it alone? No, Master. As a Jedi, if you'll show me the way. So, that's the story. It's my first time doing a comic video like this. Sorry if it's a little bit, all over the place, but I will improve. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on this comic run, Anakin and Obi-Wan. Maybe I'll do a what if on this. What if they left the Order? Could be fun. But yeah, let me know what you would have thought. How would this have changed the galaxy if they did leave? And of course, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.